In this last module, we are going to focus on suicide prevention. And as I've mentioned several times, please make sure you take care of yourself throughout this module. Take breaks as needed. Reach out to anyone if you need to talk. This topic really just hits us all very differently and many times very deeply. I'm going to start out by saying that the adolescent suicide rate here in Colorado is alarming. And there's a lot that we can do to change that together. If there's one thing you take out of this class, I want it to be that you understand that anyone in your life, whether it's a student or a friend or a family member, another human who you think might be considering suicide, that it is more than okay, it's encouraged that you ask that person very directly, are you considering suicide? In the past, there's been some misunderstanding about that putting an idea in someone's head, and that is not true. That is, all the research shows that if someone is considering suicide, hearing someone else say it and acknowledging it is actually a relief and creates a safe space to answer that question honestly. So please remember that. Remember that in your schools, there are trained professionals who know what to do and how to do suicide assessment. So another big takeaway from this class is to know how to connect students to care. Know that many of our students are going to trust you as their teacher or as a trusted educator to share things with, and that it is then your responsibility to get them connected to your school counselor or your school social worker. We highly recommend that that social worker or counselor comes to you where you and the student are, or if that's not possible for you, to take the student to that person, but we never want to leave a student alone. And then I think the last thing I want you to take away from this class is that although the statistics of the Colorado suicide rates for adolescents is alarming, what that has led to is an enormous response of resources from Colorado. So what you're going to learn in this course is that there are many Colorado-specific resources that I want to make sure you're familiar with, and you will see in the assignment that the goal is to figure out what most resonates with the needs of your building, and then how you're going to share that resource with your students, with families, and with your community. Because again, although this is a hard thing to talk about and statistics we don't want to read about, together we really truly can make a change for our communities. Thanks so much for being here.